We'll invite you all to go ahead and grab a seat, and as best you can, you have a full room. Give us just a second. We gotta certify. So, do we have a motion to? Hold on one second, buddy.
Mr. Chair, I move that we return to open session and adopt certification of closed session.
Awesome.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we adopt certification of closed session and return to open session. Madam Secretary, we have a roll call.
Whereas the Dinwiddie County School Board has convened a closed session on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas paragraph 2.2-3712 of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by the school board that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law, now therefore be it resolved that the Dinwiddie County School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only such business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered by the school board. Dr. Elaine J. Pearson, District 1.
I certify.
Dwayne G. Walker, District 2.
I certify.
Barbara T. Pittman, District 3.
I certify.
Mary M. Benjamin, District 4.
I certify.
Jason L. Brown II, District 5.
I certify.
All have certified, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. At this time, we'd like to invite everybody to join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would stand, and some of these amazing students from Midway are going to lead us in that.
I'll pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which is stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty for all.
Thank you.
Chairman, I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adopt the agenda for this evening's meeting as it's been presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. At this time, we have a presentation, I believe, from some students at Midway Elementary. Mr. Simmons.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Dr. Weston, and guests. It is truly an honor to stand before you as the proud principal of Midway Elementary School. This year at Midway, our focus has been on strengthening relationships and building a strong culture of belonging for every student and every staff member. Our theme this year is Together We Can, Together We Will. One of the ways we have brought this theme to life is through the implementation of the Ron Clark House System, which has helped create connection, school pride, and a sense of family within our building. Before we begin, I would like to recognize Tabby Owen, our House Council lead, and the members of our House Council for their leadership and hard work in helping to prepare tonight's presentation. At this time, we are proud to have our students share what the House System means to them and how it has helped strengthen our Midway community.
Good evening, members of the school board, teachers, families, and guests. My name is Harper.
And my name is Grace, and we are proud to represent Midway Elementary School. At Midway Elementary, our mission is we create a safe and nurturing environment where every child feels valued, supported, and empowered to grow academically, emotionally, and socially through strong relationships and high expectations.
This year, we started something very special to help support our mission. We began using the Ron Clark House System.
Every student and staff member belongs to a house, which is like a smaller family inside of our school. Our houses have helped us build friendships, show school spirit, and grow together.
Being in a house has helped us feel valued, supported, and empowered. We cheer each other on, encourage each other to do our best, and encourage and hold each other accountable. Our houses have helped us grow not only academically, but also emotionally and socially.
Because of our houses, we have learned important life skills like leadership, teamwork, responsibility, and kindness. We support one another, celebrate each other's successes, and work together to solve problems.
Most importantly, our houses have helped create a strong sense of belonging. Each house has become its own family, and together we are one big Midway family.
At this time, we would like to proudly introduce our 8 amazing houses of Midway Elementary.
We are House River, the house of dreamers, where we believe in big dreams lead to big possibilities. Our animal is a wolf. The wolf represents strength, loyalty, and teamwork, and leadership. Just like wolves, we support one another, work together, and never give up on our path. Our house color is blue. Blue helps us feel confident, calm, and brave. It releases our fears and worries so we can focus on learning, growing, and achieving our dreams without letting anything stand in our way. In House River, we encourage each other to believe in ourselves, try our best, and aim high. We know that when we work together and stay positive, anything is possible. R-E-V.
We are House Amistad, the house of friendship. We wear red to show our kind and caring hearts. Our animal is the peacock. The peacock reminds us to be proud of who we are and to share our love in our hearts with others. Just like a peacock stands tall and bright, our friendship is strong and never gives up. In House Amistad, no one stands alone. You will always have a friend by your side. We cheer each other on, help protect one another, and encourage everyone to discover their own greatness through their special talent and gifts. In House Amistad, we build friendship through love and kindness so every student feels brave enough to shine. AMI.
We are House Isabendi, the house of strength and courage. Our animal is the lion. The lion teaches us how to be brave, stand tall, and protect one another. Even when things feel hard, we keep going and do our best. When we choose to be brave, our ideas grow bigger and stronger. Our courage helps us become leaders who set good examples for others. We are proud to be a part of Midway family. We show strength and dedication not just in our school, but to our community everywhere we go. Who you with? Isabendi.
We are House Altruismo, the house of giving. Our animal is the snake. The snake reminds us that strength does not always have to be loud. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones who quietly help others. We are known for standing together and giving with kind, generous hearts. We wear black to remind us of our goal. We help everyone grow, improve, and become their very best. In House Altruismo, we use our bold strength and selfless actions to lift others up. We believe real leadership means helping others succeed and leaving a legacy of kindness and giving from the heart. BLACK.
BLCK Blackout!
We are House Solar Glory, the house of uplifting. Our animal is the phoenix. The phoenix teaches us that even if we are knocked down, we always rise back up. That's why we say we are undefeated, because we never give up. In House Solar Glory, we use our creativity to look beyond this moment just this moment or one small problem. We rise back up, we look ahead and think about how we can make things better. We lift ourselves up and we lift everyone around us because we encourage others and help them succeed. We help create a better world for all of us. Sole, sole, sole. Sole.
We are House on Rocca, the house of unity. Our animal is the tiger. The tiger reminds us to use self-control, stay focused, and be strong in the right way. In House on Rocca, we stick together no matter what. We face challenges as a team like a family. We know that when we work together, no problem is too big for us to handle. When we lift each other up, we all rise higher together. But unity does not mean we are all the same. Each of us is unique and special. We celebrate our differences because they make our team stronger. In House on Rocco, we choose to stand together, support one another, and grow as one. Put them paws on them! Put them paws on them!
We are House Produce, the house of success. Our animal is the bear. The bear reminds us to be strong, brave, and protective of our school family. Just like a bear looks out for others, we help protect and support each other on our journey to success. In House Produce, we know that wisdom and knowledge help guide us. We work hard in our learning because we believe academic success starts with asking questions, trying our best, and never giving up. We also know that success takes patience. When we mix patience with wisdom, we can reach our highest goals. In House Produce, we are dedicated to helping every student grow, achieve, and become their very best. PROTOS, our house is success.
We are House Nukamori, the house of kindness. Our animal is the dragon. The dragon is strong and powerful, and it reminds us that kindness can be strong too. In House Nukamori, we learn that kindness grows over time. The more we practice it, the more it becomes part of who we are. Kindness is not about being quiet or shy. Kindness means standing up for others, helping someone who is hurting, and choosing to do what's right. Just like a dragon is wise and brave, we use our strength to protect, care for, and lift up the people around us. We make sure everyone feels valued, included, and important. We spread kindness. We make our school and our world a better place. Nuka! Mori!
And now that you have met our houses, we hope you can just see how much this has meant to our school. We are not just students who come to school each day. We are leaders, teammates, and friends. We lift each other up. We celebrate hard work. We learn from our mistakes and grow together. Thank you for believing in Midway Elementary School students and staff.
Thank you so much. Midway School is a special place, and I have a special connection to Midway School myself, so it's exciting to see that the school is still being used to impact lives and to see kids grow and learn, and so really blessed by that. And I also love the community that that comes with Midway. The room is as full as it ever is tonight, so we're so grateful. Could we recognize teachers and parents that are here with the students? Do we have any teachers or parents? Would y'all stand? Well, let us know who you are. You're here with- Any of the other board members, would you like to comment?
I just think that this is a marvelous outpouring of love and support for this school, that all of you are here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much for not only your presentation, but your creativity and how exciting it is when we come into the room and there's lots of noise, joyful noise that always lifts our spirits. And thank you for everything that you're doing.
This is awesome. I am just so happy to see that what they're doing. Your theme, we can, we will. Wonderful. Power words. And then courage, strength, never give up. And then my little student over here, my rising star, I did it. So what can I say? Awesome. Thank you so much.
Really great presentation from all of you. Really enjoyed it, like the rest of our board members. Hope you all are looking forward to spring break coming up. One challenge I would give you all is if you want to really embody what your house stands for, try to do that during spring break, you know, while you're outside of school, whether it's unity or pride or quiet service, you know, try to find ways to do that in your community or at home with your brothers and sisters or your parents or whom have you. And then come back to school and tell everyone what you did so you can try to inspire them to do better as well. So enjoy your spring break and enjoy the rest of your
Yeah, I was a Midway Marauder. I don't know if anybody here knows what that is. I see a few other Midway Marauders around here. And I remember when Ms. Roxanne Kreth developed the first caricature of the Midway Giant, because none of us knew what a marauder was. So, but it's so cool that even through change, the school continues to do what matters and to make a difference in the community. And so we're so grateful for Midway, and thank you all for being here tonight. We're going to take a brief recess at this time because we do have some business to take care of. This is a public meeting, and so everyone that's here is welcome to stick around for the meeting, but we know that some of you didn't necessarily sign up for that. So we're going to take a 3-minute recess, and if you want to slip out, take pictures together or something like that, and then in about 3 minutes, we'll start the meeting back up once everybody's had a chance to move out if they'd like to do that. So if you would, at this time, if you'd like to slip out, you're welcome to do that. We're going to bring the meeting back to order. And at this time, we'll entertain a motion with regards to the personnel list.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the personnel list as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the personnel list that was presented this evening. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the expenditure report as presented.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the expenditure reports that were presented to us this evening. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the minutes of February 10th, 2026 and February 24th, 2026.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes from our meetings on February 10th and February 24th of this year. All in favor of that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we're going to discuss a field trip, I guess.
Yes, Ms. Johnson, I believe, is going to come forward and talk about a field trip that she has planned for her students.
Good afternoon.
Good
members of the board,
afternoon.
Dr. Weston, and our student liaison as well. Okay. My name is Latrice Johnson. I am the gifted instructor for the secondary level. I'm housed at Dinwiddie Middle School. I'm proposing a trip for my 6th and 7th grade students to visit Moorhead Planetarium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Moorhead Planetarium is it is the largest planetarium, the southeast portion of the United States. It's also historically known to have trained 11 astronauts to go on various missions. My 6th grade students actually worked with developing a Mars habitat, so I wanted to present this field trip so that it would basically bring the classroom to life. And so if approved, this will give my students the opportunity to bring all their classroom experiences. They'll also have the ability to tour the campus as well as eat at the dining hall, which turn the mic on. Is it on?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, do I need to start again?
No, just.
Okay. All right, so they'll have the opportunity as well as visiting the planetarium. It is housed on UNC's campus, but also to eat at the dining hall, which they seem to be very excited about because it's buffet and you can have as much as you want. So I would ask that the board please consider giving my students this unforgettable experience. And if you have questions, I will take questions at this time.
Is this a day trip you're going?
This is a day trip, yes ma'am, on Thursday, April 23rd.
Any other questions or comments? I would just say, Ms. Johnson, two things. Number one, I know you had some students that were coming today to possibly do a presentation. We weren't able to. I would love for us to arrange that because just to see and hear from some of those students as well.
They're going to be here on next
Meeting. Okay, I look forward to that. And then also, I would just encourage you to stop in Durham on your way back and visit Duke and see
Okay.
I'm kidding, but I'm not. So if
There are a whole lot of colleges in North Carolina.
there are. So if there are no other questions or comments, if someone wants to, all
I move that we accept the gifted trip to Moorhead Planetarium.
Second.
right, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the middle school gifted programs trip to Chapel Hill. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for being
We'll
here.
see you next month.
All right,
Christy Fleming.
Ms. Fleming.
Ms. Fleming is going to come and share some supplemental appropriating. There we
Yes.
go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good
Can
afternoon.
y'all hear me? Is this on? I can't tell from right here. In December, the county audit was presented to the Board of Supervisors, and along with that, the validation of end of year funds for each particular fund was validated. So at that time, in January, the county amended its budget to reflect those year-end balances and to carry them over into the next year. These appropriations have to be made each year. We can't spend what is not appropriated, and we must roll our ending balances from year to year. So the school division and county budget need to be aligned, and in order to do that, we need to do the same as the Board of Supervisors did with their budget. So really, this is a housekeeping kind of matter, but what I'm asking for is approval of FY 2026, this is the current year, budget supplements as presented. And these are balances from the end of year funds. The funds going to left in Fund 205 which is our school operations fund, are being reappropriated to our small capital fund in order to do some projects. One is the upgrade to the Midway Auditorium, and the other is to repair the tennis courts, which I believe we had already brought to you as well. So we appreciate that. So today I'm asking that you approve a supplemental appropriation to revenue in the amount of $981,394, and for expenditures, $2.1 million. And I'll be glad to answer any questions about any of these funds that you want.
I have a question, and lack of, I guess, understanding. I know we're getting the money from all these funds. You've listed the fund balance, the accounts that we're gonna get it from. If this is gonna take all of this to do that repair work that we're talking about, the courts?
No, not all of it.
Okay.
No, ma'am. So it's going to take the 221,000 that's left in Fund 205 and additional 500,000 that was already appropriated in Fund 205 to do that. Fund 206 is the textbook fund, and that's just an ending balance that we did where we didn't spend the funds last year, and it just rolls from year to year. Fund 207 is our school nutrition fund, and that's the amount that we didn't utilize in our budget adoption last year, so this is the difference that needs to roll over. Fund 302 has the most, is 981,000, but 200 of that is what I just spoke of, and then 500,000. The difference between that is from projects that were not finished last year that will now roll into this year. Some of that is timing, whether it finishes by June 30th or later in the year, we have to roll that over. And then Fund 303 is our grants fund, and a lot of that that was not already appropriated is related to the all-in money that expires this June, and some other smaller grants that we received that carry through the kindergarten camp, off the top of my head.
So the cafeteria ones have to roll back to the cafeteria, right?
Yes, yes, that's why they're all separate. They all have to roll to those funds that are allocated on the sheet, yes.
So what you're saying, it rolls back into that, so
Yes,
they
ma'am.
can continue to use it on the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand.
Think of it like your monthly budget, and you get to the end of the month and you actually have money left over, you can roll it into the next month. So this is kind of the same thing at the end of the year. You know, these were funds that were left that were not part of the original budget that was approved and can now be rolled over to be used in this particular year.
Okay.
And the Board of Supervisors took action on this in January, so because both boards have to approve it.
And they have already approved.
And they have already approved it, yes, yes, sir.
Any other questions or comments? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
Move that, we ready for a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve this, what you call it, budget approval?
Year-end
Supplemental
funds.
appropriation as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the supplemental appropriations of our 2026 fiscal year budget. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you very much.
I think that's all that we have for board matters, unless there's any new business from any of the board members. Any new business? None. Okay, Superintendent, Dr. West.
Yes, we have the Improvement Association here. I saw her earlier.
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, I didn't see you were hiding behind that. So she's going to provide us with our yearly update about how our students are doing in Head Start.
Good evening.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Good evening, board members, Dr. Weston. On behalf of the Board of Directors, Policy Council, and Executive Director, Honorable Rufus Tyler, and our staff, we appreciate your continued support and dedication to the Improvement Association. We apologize for not being able to be here in February during the School Board Appreciation Month. However, I do have tokens of appreciation with me that I'll hand out after our presentation. So as you know, Head Start is the #1 early childhood program that provides comprehensive services to families that includes health, nutrition, services for children with disabilities, education, family goal setting, and advocacy.
You may have to turn it, make sure it's turned on the side.
In Dinwiddie, we have 48 scholars, 3 classrooms, 3 teachers, 3 teachers' assistants, and 6 support staff, all located at Southside Elementary in the modulars behind the school. We have conducted 64 home visits this year, 48 parent-teacher conferences, 2 field trips, and held 1 community event. We've assisted families with comprehensive services such as food, utility, mortgage, and rental assistance. These are our outcomes for TSG, and if you don't know, TSG is used with our curriculum, and we use the creative curriculum, and this is used to show how our students are developing within the curriculum. Here you'll see the fall and the winter scores. Fall is when the students came into us, and then the winter scores are when they were reassessed in February. The social emotional piece shows how students express and regulate their feelings. The physical is gross and fine motor skills. Language is showing the ability to formulate sentences and express words. Cognitive is that higher order thinking, so those how and why questions. Literacy is the ability to recognize the letters, sounds, and words. And then math is recognizing their numbers, shapes, sequences, etc. And as you can see from the fall to the winter, the progression that they've made, the progress they've made. Here are fall class scores. Class measures the interactions of the classroom amongst the students and the teachers. It consists of 3 domains: emotional support, which shows how the climate is within the classroom and how teachers respond to the students' needs. Classroom organization looks at the classroom management. Is that classroom productive? Do the students know the routine and what is expected of them? And then instructional support is how the teachers are engaging students in that higher order thinking, repetitive and parallel, and in language enhancing activities. I will say also, let me go back. So for class, the highest score that can be achieved is a 7. The lowest score is a 1. And then the mid-range is a 4. At the Improvement Association this year, we did meet all of the state benchmarks. And then one of the major components of Head Start is the family engagement piece. We offer several ways for parents to get involved with their child's education. Some of those are attending home visits, attending the parent center activities, volunteering in the classroom, attending their child's medical and dental appointments, and then we have a newsletter that goes out each month. One of the things that we also did this year, in December, we held a Winter Wonderland extravaganza. We had approximately 350 participants. And in on April 16th, we will have our annual Royal Ball, which is themed this year, Boots on the Ground, and we invite you all to attend if you're able. It will be located at Golden Leaf Commons in Greensville County from 10 to 1. And again, we just want to thank you for your continued support to the Improvement Association. Yeah. Any questions?
Thank you.
If not,
Thank you
I
for
thank
your
you
hard
all.
work.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Teresa, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Our next presentation will be Mr. Timothy Ampey and team. I see you brought your whole team with you this evening. Going to be providing us with a technology update.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Board members, Dr. Weston. It's my pleasure to be able to give you all this update. All right. One thing, as I said, take a leap forward, not just a step, a leap forward in this technology. And one thing I wanted to see, let's go on. Providing superior technology for future growth of Dinwiddie County Public Schools. So we try to provide that technology that's going to help everybody, make everything better. And one of the goals, infrastructure and hardware was one of our main goals this year. We placed 250 high-powered micro radio access points in throughout the division. And these access points they have multiple radios on. This is what all your laptops connect to. They allow them to get on the internet. And these devices, we were able to put these over the summer. And we replaced 250 of them, but we actually have over 380 in the division. This is what allows everybody with the Chromebooks and their laptops all have access wirelessly. Next, here's a piece of, I always think of this piece of equipment as like your veins in your body, because everything goes back through these switches. I'll give you an example. Even though you'll be on your laptop wirelessly, that access point there's a wire to that runs back to these switches. So all devices go back to these switches. And we were able to place new switches into 3 schools: Midway, Southside, and Sunnyside. And we schedule these because we can't really afford to replace them all at the same time. Same thing with laptops and other equipment. So we schedule it to go through so we can get as much of this equipment into our division as possible. The next thing was, which I consider the heart or the brains, the server. We were able to replace 3 servers, one at the central office right here, and adult ed. And maybe some of you might not realize we still support adult ed. It's at the historical Southside High. We support them with their laptops and their servers and all the equipment like that. And transportation, we were able to replace that server at transportation. And the equipment that's sitting next to it is a rack, is where a server will sit in one of this rack. This rack is a picture from the high school. I just took a picture of that and we put it there. Next, we go. New Chromebooks were added to the 4th and 5th grade, and then there were 650 of them. We actually have over 4,500 Chromebooks. But we replace, just like we do laptops, we refresh them at a certain amount of time. We refresh 650 of these devices during the summer and through the year. And total, we have, just to keep in mind, we have over 10,000 devices that we support. Mm-hmm. Next, we also with that hardware, new staff, we deployed new laptops at Southside, Sunnyside, and Sutherland. New laptops for the staff. And right on the schedule for the staff for next year is Dinwiddie Elementary and Midway. It's the top of my list to replace for the up and coming year. Next, we work with the innovation specialists and help them with these Promethean boards that we set them up and help them fix them when there's a problem. But what I love about the Promethean boards and the ones we have now is they're mobile. It's one thing to have a Promethean board sitting on a wall and you can't move it, but these are all mobile, so a teacher can move them around the classroom. If we had some other activity that we wanted to use a board, we could push it on in there easily. So these boards are very useful, handy, and I think the teachers very much enjoy having these boards. Next, this is something that just started this year. It's part of a grant with Mr. Garnes with mental health support. And these are a rack with these devices and headset for mental health support. And they're at the middle school and at the high school. Next, this was a large project which was done with 3 labs. We had 3 labs we upgraded. We put bigger and larger monitors, increased the memory. Their SSID drives are much faster than the standard drives, and we put new software on them. And somebody might ask that question, why do we even have labs if everybody has Chromebooks? The answer to that, there is a lot of advanced certifications that some high school students get that they need laptops for, and the Chromebooks won't support it. And stuff like AutoCAD doesn't, Chromebook doesn't support it. So you need some labs for some of the advanced class and those certifications they need to get. So we'll try to make sure that they keep the good hardware and software on it so they can continue to do that, because I definitely think that's important for the future for students. Next, and these are other things that we have connected, just maybe, and you might, that's the one picture is a greenhouse there, and that's something we just done maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. We connected the greenhouse. Of course, you might realize you need the greenhouse connected so you can monitor the temperature, and so that you make sure your plants or whatever vegetables you grow on, you don't want it to freeze or get too hot, so now they're able to monitor that. And next, the middle picture is the picture of when you come into the football field, the football complex. We added internet last year, but we added some more connectivity to it. We added some more access points to that, and we added some more access points to the baseball complex also. And going next, another connectivity things is those freezers which the food service and her department, Ms. Elder's department has. You also got to look at the fact that you need to be able to monitor those freezers, because unfortunately the power might go out in here, and then you need to know whether you need to move that stuff or not. So you need some accurate data on when what's the temperature of these freezers. And some of them was done last year, but we made sure that all the rest of them work now. They all connected. I think that's a big thing to help make sure that none of the foods get wasted and everybody can keep up with what's happening in that location. Next, here's a familiar place for y'all. This is board. We changed some equipment here. We changed the microphones here, and also the cabling, some of the new cabling in there, and we changed some of the equipment in the streaming one there to make things better. And if you look at, and I've noticed that every now I look online to see how many people stream, and it's usually around 100 or 150 people look at this later on these board meetings. So and of course it's about 3 times that during the budget meeting. People always want interested in that, so it's good to have all that so it sounds good and looks good. Next, there's a lot of changes we've been making, and one of the things we always got to make is security changes. One of the security changes we did right now, it really is 2 parts. KeyNet portal has a lot of sensitive information in it, so we make sure that it's multi-factor authentication for that. And also your VPN. You really don't want people connect, that's virtual private network. You don't want people coming into your network that doesn't have a multi-factor authentication, so you can prove that it's them. Help keeping everything secure for everybody. So that's why we added that. And there are quite a few other things we're looking at on my list to change also to help secure not only your personal information, but the student data information. So these are other things that's going to help with that we've been working on also. Going to the next screen, I just took a couple of shots just now. This is a shot of Parents Square, a smart site. That's we're going to deploy that on April 7th, and that's a program I went to the board before, and that's the thing that includes our website, includes our mass calling and data, secure documents and many other things like that. And that's part of it. KeyNet's client was upgraded. We pushed that out among, and then there's Della web filter. We got a new web filter, and it also comes with a student wellness features, and that's out and been running all year long. And then these are things that we talked about just now, just most of the projects of the school that the technology department has, but that doesn't count what I'm looking at. The next thing is the staff help desk. Like this is all the requests. 833 tickets was completed that dealt with staff since July first. And also, if you go down, the device is Chromebooks. We have 1,106 Chromebooks tickets was completed. And also, that one under that is 1,008 Worth accident damage claims. See, we also have Worth, which handles accident damage where people might break the screen or something, that helps with making sure all the devices are working. Because the thing is, when you give everybody devices, everybody has to have a device. I mean, that you have to have one available for them. So you always got to keep a certain number on the shelf and fixed so that everybody has a device, because you can't have a classroom with some people have them and some don't. So that's one. These methods keep the ability for everyone to have a device. And this is just a picture of like a dashboard of Parent Square, which we were talking about, which is that April 7th deployment with the website and all. That's just a shot of that. And then the next shot, I went by it. The next shot was of software advancements, which was of Della, which is there. I think just a dashboard of Della, which is that filter which kind of keeps the students safe from getting to inappropriate things, and that's what that is, and just a dashboard of that kind of information. And there's the people who work in the tech department. Some of them are here. They can stand and stand up, all the technology people. And just for the record, why don't you give your name, what school you support, and how long you've been here? I think people don't know that.
Gerald Williams, I'm the tech coordinator. I've been here for 28 years. And I support all the schools. That's right. And all the departments if I'm needed.
Okay, very good.
I'm Shawana Hill, and I've been here for 20 years. Yeah. And my office is at the high school, and I take care of the one-to-one Chromebooks. And I also take care of the cell phones for the district and all the iPads for the district.
My name is Tyrone Goodrich. I'm a technology support specialist. I work at the middle school, and I take care of the Chromebooks at the middle school.
I'm Patrick Judy. I'm a network support specialist. I'm mainly based out of the high school.
And some of that, a lot of work, he didn't give himself enough. Those labs, he was part of upgrading those labs to high school. Some other people were too. And one of our other people, Doris, is back there working equipment now. So that's the other person part of this team. And I'd like to take this time and just give them a hand for all that great work. And is there any questions for me, anyone?
Mr. Ampey?
Yes, sir.
I have two questions, just out of curiosity to better understand how these things work. So our students are issued Chromebooks. If the Chromebook is broken, what is the process for that? Is the student held responsible for that? How does that determination made?
The student is not held responsible, but let's say a student runs to the bus and a Chromebook drops out his book bag and breaks it, he reports it, and we'll have it fixed. But when it gets reported, we'll issue him another, and then it'll get sent back to Worth. That's our accident.
So we have insurance.
Yeah, okay, accident protection, and they'll go and repair that. Okay. But we also insist that they try to take care of the device, all the devices, because everybody.
That's my concern. I just, we're putting these devices in the hands of young people.
Yes.
That are still learning how to be responsible.
I agree.
Do we ask the students to pay for that insurance, or?
In some cases, yes.
It's kind of as much as possible. Okay. The other question I have is your dashboard. I was looking at it. I don't think you intended for us to look at it the way I looked at it, but I got questions about it. Just because we get contact from parents sometimes. For example, I've had several parents reach out to me saying, I don't let my kids have these things at home, but they have them at school and they're accessing things that I don't want them. So I'm just curious how these, you have this dashboard here that's showing the firewalls and whatnot.
Okay.
So for example, it says here that you had a total of 20,634 blocks when you screenshotted this dashboard. Is that in a month? Is that in a year? Do you know?
I might look. I took a picture. But here's how it works.
I'm just curious about. If you could just explain.
Here's how it works, though. So there's tons of things that we have put in that's saying that students can't get to. So if somebody tries to get to it, it'll count that as a block, even though they didn't get to. So it could.
So do you have a way of knowing what student has attempted to access something?
Yes.
You do? And do we have like a follow-up plan for that to go confront it, for lack of a better word?
And most of the time that if a student's going to a place, a lot of it depends on the age group. They're trying to get to games. That's the problem. Like, students are searching for all different kinds of ways to get to games that generally they're playing at home. I mean, maybe the parents are aware of that, or sometimes they're not. I don't know, but it's because they're familiar with where those sites are.
But they are routed to certain people, administrators. Also,
in the
Dr.
building.
Clay and Mr. Walters also get alerted as well.
Right, they get alerted if there is something inappropriate, so somebody can talk with them.
I had a contact from a particular parent. It's been a while now, but the parent was insisting that that they had taken devices away from their child at home, but their child was accessing games while they were at school. Is it possible that they could still do that even with all these firewalls?
Do they still have their phone at home or anything like that? Because any kind of technology, it still have the capability of somebody getting to something, but no firewall, whatever it is 100% support.
Yeah, and that's just, I think that's one of the risks we take in using this kind of technology is that it's not foolproof. Like there's always a possibility.
And
obviously, you're doing a lot to protect us from that, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, and I encourage parents all to monitor their own child with that, so they can try to look out for that, because there's no 100% device that can keep you from everything.
Are there allowable games on the computers? Like, do we have?
Well, there are games that some teacher recommends for the help with their math games and things like that. There are some. So that's where you got to go in and say this is allowed, that's not allowed. So somebody comes in there, make changes so it allow this, but not that.
Okay. This is very helpful for me as far as understanding how this stuff works. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sure.
So we issue the
Yes, ma'am.
Chromebooks to the high school, and they take them home, whatever, but the
Middle
school,
they don't bring them home.
they just use them in the building.
Right. That is correct.
Mr. Brown, I'm sorry.
I mean, I was just going to say it's never going to be foolproof.
No.
No.
I have a younger niece who, my sister takes her phone all the time and it's
Right.
like a punishment or consequence. And she finds ways to get access to what she wants to get access to. I remember when I was in school here that we would use this website called Cool Math Games, and nothing on there was related to math whatsoever. And so we were able to play games, and it would have gotten blocked because it was coolmathgames.com. And so that being said, students are a lot smarter than we may give them credit.
Yeah.
Right, and they able to, I don't want to mention it here, after we get off, I'll tell you, they're able to get help too.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
I explained it when we're not in the podium.
I understand. And then obviously we've talked about the artificial intelligence piece of this, and we're still actively, Cool. Well, I won't take any more time on that. You guys have any other questions?
Any more
or comments?
questions?
Thank you, Mr. Anthony.
All right.
I appreciate it.
I just want to make sure I say about Mr. Ampey and his team that this is a team that the minute, well, first of all, they think forward, so they take initiative. But if you bring anything to them, they immediately respond. They're very responsive, and not only are they responsive, they follow back up with you later to make certain that everything's working. 5-star service always, and I hear that from everybody. Not it's just it doesn't matter who you are. They're just very responsive. It's a great team of people.
Cool.
So I just want to thank you for your leadership
for
and
that.
thank your team publicly for their servant leadership and the work that they do to set us all up for success.
Okay, and I'd like to thank all of y'all for all of you there for your support.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Ampey. Really appreciate it.
We have Miss Miss Branch is going to come and talk to us about our classification and compensation study.
Good evening, everyone. Today I come before you for informational purposes. First, to express our appreciation and your approval of allowing us to move forward with the conducting of our classification and compensation study. You gave us that approval at our February meeting, and since then we have been able to meet with Baker Tilly, who will be in charge of the process, and they have outlined our next steps for successful completion of the study. I wanted to make this announcement here within the board setting because it is truly important that we have participation from all employee groups that are on the UPP and transportation pay scales. So this first phase of the process will start with employee town hall meetings. We're going to have our first meeting this Friday with division leadership. A virtual link has already been sent out. There has been a change in the schedule. There will be of course, if anyone comes here, we're happy to set it up for you to meet here, but you are not obligated to come to the school board office. You can join on for that meeting virtually. And this will be an opportunity for our division leaders to speak with Baker Tilly directly. They can express any concerns that or challenges they have had with compensation before they move into the meetings with our employee groups. Those are scheduled for March 17th and then March 19th at 4 p.m. and 10 a.m. respectively. We are working to identify like a call-in feature, and we'll provide that later to the employee. So if there's, for some reason, they don't have online accessibility, they could call in by phone or they could go to their school, what have you, to be able to join in and hear the presentation and ask questions as well. And from those meetings, they will identify with our help employees that are in select groups that we have had challenges with, such as our paraprofessionals, individuals who are in pupil personnel services and other areas, so that they can be able to ask more questions and hear from them about what they foresee the challenges being with us, being able to attract and maintain a competitive workforce. So I have nothing that needs to be approved today. I just ask for everyone's support in helping their employees and leaders to be able to participate in these town hall meetings. And that is all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As far as policy updates, you have received a copy of the most recent policy updates. This is the first reading. So just to make you aware, as we always do, to take these home with you and we'll bring them back later for your approval.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right.
Maggie Walker.
You ready for Maggie Walker?
Yeah, Ms. Benjamin, you have an update
Yes.
for Maggie Walker.
Yes, I do. Thank you. We met on the 19th of February at the location in Richmond. We had a very long meeting. A lot's going on at Maggie Walker with our students. At that particular time, we had the Arts and Writing Awards. There were 104 students who received awards, and out of that number, over 61 of the students received awards in photography. We received 25 gold medals, 39 silver, and 40 gained honorable mention. And on that same day, the students also presented we were presented in a video of board appreciation that was done by the students there at the school. And there, as in most of our schools, March is also Youth Art Month. And some of the members also want to know that after all the good things are done by the students, now what about our fiscal condition? So at that time, the director said that the fiscal status of Maggie Walker is stable. And at that particular time, over $13,500 had been given in donations. And at this time, it's during the General Assembly, there was a Maggie Walker Day there, or although what we call those schools, Magnet School Day. But Maggie Walker had a very strong showing there that day. There have been over 1,207 applications submitted for students who would like to attend Maggie Walker next school year, and they will start the visitation early this month. Have we received anything yet, Dr. Weston? Nothing yet?
Yes, no, they do. They have the dates set already.
Okay. And so that's about all that's going on, and we will meet again on Thursday next week, the 19th. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Benjamin. Then Ms. Pittman and I attended Rwani Board of Directors meeting recently. I'll allow you, Ms. Pittman, to speak
Yes,
to that.
at this time of year, our students are participating in the various fields in the Skills USA testing. And it's a certification test, but it's also a contest. So if you place first or second in each of those fields, then you go on to the next level. And we have several who've made it to the national level in the various fields. Two of them are from Dinwiddie, and I failed to bring those names, and I'll bring that next time. And at Rwanti, we are still working on water issues. We've been working on water issues for several years. We've replaced the water tank. Well, we bought a water tank. We're waiting to replace it because the school has to shut down for about a week when you do it. So between that and the pumps and the various water issues, but hopefully once we get this tank in, we'll be at the end of the water issues. Hopefully. It's taken a lot of time and money to get all that straight. We're making progress on adding the engineering program. We have a grant that has come in, and so the purchasing of the equipment is ongoing, and we're receiving that equipment. We're still looking for an instructor in that area, and that person needs to be certified in technology education or manufacturing or engineering. And so it's very important that we be able to find someone in those fields. The equipment for that engineering program, the beauty of all of this is we have a grant for that equipment, but the beauty is a lot of the equipment can be used by the other fields as well as the engineering program. So it's being set up so that construction and welding and automotive technology and whatever can rotate into this lab where the equipment is and make use of whatever piece and part applies to their field. And as of now, we have more students at Rwanti than the other two divisions. That's good news for our students being job ready or college ready. Bad news for the budget because it's just per child. But there are good programs there that will lead people straight to work and good programs there. Obviously, engineering would be one that could lead you straight to a job or straight to a four-year college for an advanced degree. So that is a much needed addition at Rwanti.
Thank you, Ms. Bittman. Madam Secretary, do we have anybody signed up for?
No one
citizen
signed up
comment?
tonight.
Okay. Would any board members like to comment at this time? Anybody?
I want to say one thing. You know, last week was Read Across America week,
Yes.
I believe, and I had the opportunity to read to some students, just in the community, and I said it's Women History Month, and one young man said to me, "Well, why don't they have a Men History Month?" So I didn't know whether we had it or not. I looked at the teacher. Teacher said, "I don't know." So what we did, we challenged the student to start a men history, we said boys, men history month in his classroom and let it grow from the classroom to the school and on through to the county. So I just want you to be aware that this might be coming up. So it was really, it was very interesting. What we learned from them when we go in, we talk to them, pour into them some, and they end up pouring into us. So
Ms. Benjamin, what school are you at?
I was in another county, but
Another county,
with
okay.
other people.
I just want to make
But
sure it
we
wasn't
I was still with students, and it was so interesting. So I'm bringing it back to all of you. So I want to look out that maybe I might be coming to Men History Month real soon. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't my son. Anybody else?
We need to be honest and tell them that the reason for Women's History Month is because for years only
What'd you say?
white men were in the history books.
Oh, yeah.
So we've moved forward from that. But we don't want to leave the men behind either.
No,
So-
I dare not would have left that classroom without giving him an opportunity to talk about great men. And I didn't have that on my conscience. I'm done, Mr. Chair.
Anybody else want to comment, care to comment? I'll just say this, I want to encourage folks, we're at that time in the year, the school year, where it's like everything is in full swing. And I understand that a lot of times we forget that we sit in a room like this and we forget that people have responsibilities outside of this room. And my wife and I just, the last couple of nights have been literally like putting our calendars side by side and figuring out who's going to go where and who's going to do what and picking which things we don't get to go to. And so I'm sure we're not the only family that's, living through that right now. And so I just want you all to know that I personally, and I know all of our other board members, appreciate what you do and understand that it's not just this. You have lives outside of this. And so you are seen and appreciate it. So thank you all for what you do and for how you love your kids and how you love the rest of the kids that you serve. If there's no other comments, we're going to.
I have one comment.
Got
I have
one?
one. Wait. Comment? Denise,
Oh,
did you want
Miss
to comment?
Dr. Weston.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Two things. One is I got to go to Southside Elementary School to read. I thought I was just going to read. But first of all, so I got to read, but then they had all these questions for me, like, one about my husband and my children, and do I have a boss, and all these things. So I got to answer all those questions, but then I got challenged to long division.
Nice.
I know, and I had to do it in front of everybody. So it wasn't just getting to read. I did get it right, but what I didn't get right was the way they went about solving the problem, because they have all this newfangled way. So you to draw the arrow down, and I had to explain everything. So it was great but I was a little nervous that I got challenged on that, but it was the classroom was amazing. It was such a community. Kids doing great work, and so I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come out and do that. Second thing is I learned today at the superintendent's meeting, we have submitted from Region 1, we all submit scholarships, potential scholarships from our high school. So we all submit about 5 applications from the high school, but we can only 4 can get selected to move on to the state level. And Dinwiddie was one of the 4 that got, so one of our students is going on to the state level competition along with Hanover, Chesterfield, and Richmond. So that's really great. Yeah, that's really great. Lots of great things happening. So that's it. Thank you.
I want to apologize to our student rep. I want you to speak. I want you to share something with us. Talk to us.
Now you have to.
I was just gonna say that it's really nice to come here and have people listen about the things that they're putting in efforts to make our students' life better, and all staff and students, everything that you guys put in just to make the county better. And I'm really appreciative.
Awesome.
And I'm sure the rest of the students and staff are too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
We are scheduled to have a joint meeting with the Board of Supervisors at the Eastside Enhancement Center. So we're going to adjourn to that meeting now. That will officially start back up at 6 o'clock, I believe. So thank you all for being here. And you're welcome to join us over there, I guess.